Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance. We are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
McCarthy's pass intercepted. The Ravens take over first and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. There's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Jackson now. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. Jackson to Bateman there, first down Ravens.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
A toss left, Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Now Lamar changing the play. They go play action now. Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. Oh, a dangerous pass there that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
Completes this to Anderson out left. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now a first down carry by Jones. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Here's 2nd and 3. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he stopped immediately there. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing is McCarthy. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
Hey, up! Sit on! Up! Sit on! Ready! Finish it up! Oh.
They go play action with Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Sit on! 180! Finish it! No, we changed it. Sit on!
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
1st and 10.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Back to throw here. Jackson going to keep it. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, on is Tyler Luke for the Baltimore field goal. And his kick is indeed good. And the Ravens strike first at 3 zip. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Malachi Starks. And the Ravens are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Right at midfield.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this 1st half. They work now on 2nd and 9. From midfield now, here's Jackson. The short throw caught by Andrews. And Andrews going to have a Ravens 1st down as he'll get this down to the 41. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Play action. Now Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the 1st down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. McCarthy operating from the gun. He lets one go deep for Addison. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And they've been kept off the scoreboard in this first half, but here toward the end, they're trying to change that in one fell swoop, but that winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To the air with McCarthy. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And this one is no good. He missed it. And that will keep this a 3-point game.
One of the few things that hasn't gone right in this first half. They had a chance there for late points, but this one winds up off the mark.
A dream, I had a vision, I had to work for this and you didn't. I had to bleed, still got the stitches. I learned to swim from all. You say too late to start, got your heart in a hand. I don't believe any of it. You say too late to start, ain't your heart in a hand. You know you better. Twisting my words and bringing it to pass, baby. You know that you better than that. I don't got time to deal with the drama. Chanel and I got your back. I promised that I would've never got involved if I knew I would get so attached. I promised that I would've never hit the road if I knew that you weren't coming back. Was it too much to ask for? You know that I had you. You know that I would've did anything that you asked for. You know.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Baltimore Ravens. It's time to dance. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Sacked on the corner blitz by Marlon Humphrey.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
So a tough early challenge here, 2nd and long after the sack. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10.
It's now 3rd and 10.
Attack!
Mahomes going to throw. Well, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs.
Yep. Hey, report. Come on, do it. Ready? Hey, 13. Come on.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5. Now it's Jackson. Throw caught by Flowers. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 11.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Henry. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about the big guy there showing some agility? Just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Ravens strike first and 3's in. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
To it now after the made field goal. Here's Luke to kick this one away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're coming off a fourth down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them, only giving up.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Mahomes pass.
So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess. That allows for extra yardage on the return.
The tackle by
There on the stop was Leo Chanel.
a gain of a yard.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Play action. It's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Tyler Luke now to try the field goal.
Ravens field goal.
He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this one is right down the middle. And that will make it 6-0. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
I don't listen. Hey, 43. Watch out.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 6-0 our score after 1. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, 57. Hey, 57 colors. Watch out.
And it's straight. It's Pacheco. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here is 3rd and 5.
Yellow. On the water. Hey, Ripland. Watch out.
Again, it's Pacheco. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Hey, 57. Yellow. Watch out.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Now it's Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Well, this offense has already been forced to settle for field goals on their drives earlier, so this is not a welcome sign here.
Indeed, it is not, and they certainly hope it's not a sign for the entire game because they know they've got to be able to sustain drives all the way through. Pick up those guys rushing the quarterback and give himself a chance.
Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Here's Jackson to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Henry up the middle. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
Back to it now after the made field goal. Here's Luke to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. That's laid out deep for Rice. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
That's now 6 dropbacks, 6 incompletions. Yeah, the defense has been pretty good early, but he's got to start hitting some of those throws. He's making them better than what they actually are.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Here's Mahomes to throw. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Pacheco gets it up the gut. This one is stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Two yards to go, 2nd down.
15. I don't need to. 43. 43. That's right.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Towards the end zone for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 19-yard line.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Harrison Butker to kick off.
The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Jackson. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Inside handoff, Henry. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Now Lamar changing the look. Throwing is Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
We're in Baltimore. Third quarter action, 2nd and 10.
Hey, Ozzie, sit up.
Off the option, here's Henry. And a short gain down to about the 33. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Early down steps will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Now they'll audible to something else. They'll run it again with Henry. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And this is going to be roughing the kicker, an inexcusable penalty, Charles.
You've worked so hard to hold them to a 3-point kick. Now you give them the ball again with a chance for a touchdown.
Middle.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run supported. I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Back to it now after the made field goal. Here's Luke to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here, so he'll get these up to the 29.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. They go play fake. Mahomes. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. David Ojabo running in to take him down.
6 yards. And it's third down.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Handoff now for Pacheco. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. You have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. That'll be caught by Rice. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 59 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry.